What is going on out there, peeps? And still, currently, we got a lot of chitter chatter involving the Zim dollar. Now, here's what gets me in my group. We got people that are willing to share some information, but not a lot. The funny thing is, people that claim to have gotten a lot of money from this exchange only hit me up through the PM, and I'm not going to expose who they are. A lot of them have told me that what they were instructed to do was exchange a certain Zim dollar for another Zim dollar and then into US dollars if they wanted to. That's if you're out of country. So they are accepting these old Zimbabwe dollars, which is, I have to be honest, man. I used to make fun of these, but these were one of the first currencies that at first was like, that's the one that's going to go first. I should have went with my instinct. Nonetheless, what happens is, and it's funny because all three of the individuals who, they didn't say and they didn't claim they made millions. They said they made a pretty good chunk of change. It's not my business. They didn't, they didn't divulge to me how much they made. But I can tell you this. All three of them dropped a very, very large amount of money into silver because of the videos I was making. And they were like, look, this is what happens. I want to take some of this money and I want to buy silver. I'm like, yes, do it. Do it. And they did. And they were telling me how they did it. But I didn't want to expose them. Now, people are like, well, in the group, how do you know who's being honest, who isn't? You don't know. That's the thing. That's why you need to go do your own homework. That's why you got to do your own research. You don't know who's full of shit and who's not. There's no reason, I don't have any reason to believe these, or not to believe these people. There's no reason for me not to. I don't know a lot about the Zim dollar. I will share something with you that was posted. Somebody in my group posted right out in the open. I contacted my HSBC regarding Zim. This is the response I got from them. I have some 2008 Zimbabwe banknotes. Can I exchange them with HBC? Thank you for the information. In this case, please visit your nearest branch who can only assist you. They didn't say no, those dollars are no good or no, don't do that. They're telling this individual to go ahead and go to your local branch. Okay, that's what they're telling them to do. That's what you should do. That's what I'm telling everybody. Look, there's people posting information in the group. Some of them are sharing information. Now, I'm not hearing anybody going, woo-wee, man, I'm filthy rich, and I don't know that they are. Based on a lot of conversations that I've had so far, what I've discovered, well, what appears is, people didn't make millions and millions of dollars, but people did make thousands of dollars. And that's not too bad on a very, very inexpensive investment. You have to call around. You have to find out. I'm not getting a lot of people are going to volunteer too much information. They are telling people, go to your bank. Ask them about it. If your bank doesn't, call a bank that does deal with Zim dollars. Go find out. Look, if you spend $100, I'm just making this up as round figures. If you spend $100 on an investment and you get back $1,000, you should be happy. Now, if you're expecting $1 million, you're going to feel depressed. But the point is, a lot of these people spend a few $100s, and it seems to me they got several thousand back. Enough to where they're all spending, at least the ones that reached out to me, a very decent amount of money in silver. I can tell you that in the last week, I have, between the people who've reached out to me, easily the people in my group have bought over $110,000 worth of silver. Real quick, everybody, I got Pimpy's Investment Chat. It is the same name as the YouTube channel. In here, we talk about the Zim dollar, Iraqi dinars, the Vietnam dong, gold, silver, cryptocurrencies, Nasera, Jacera. It's free to join. I will leave a link in the description. If you have any questions, come in here and post the questions. Just for the life of me, don't say anything about damn 800 numbers. Because you will get attacked. People are like, they're so rude. No, it's because there's a lot of people in this group that have been dealing with the Iraqi dinars and other currencies now for somewhere around 10, 15, 16 years. And they've heard all that BS. It's BS. Just if you have a currency that you can exchange, you should be able to go into your local bank and make that exchange. Now, what I have learned is that some of you have the wrong series of notes, but you're also being told to go in there, swap out those old notes, you can get the correct notes, and then make your exchange into whatever country you live in. I don't have a Zimbabwe dollar, so I don't know. I just wanted to report the news and give it to you. I'm very happy to see that people have been able to somehow benefit from the Zim dollars. That's the honest to God truth. I'm more than thrilled for them. This is what all this has been about for a long time. Whenever we're dealing with foreign currencies, we have this idea in the head of what we want. We make these, what I call, low risk, high reward investments, hoping that things happen. So when one of them happens, of course, all hell breaks loose. People are losing their shit. They're like, yeah, it's great. Of course it's great. It is. I don't have no Zimbabwe dollars. I don't. But I had no problem with sharing the information because I want, if you have them, to go out and find out. You can't expect people to grab you by your hand and do it for you. Call your bank. Call foreign exchange centers. Do whatever you need to do to go find out on your own. I can't. Here's the funny thing is I got many of you are from multiple countries. So I really can't tell you what's going on in Australia, in Canada, over there, in wherever. I can't tell you because I don't know. I'm not in those countries. I'm here in the United States. All right? But I would love it. And some of you have come back to share your information, and then they get attacked going, you're lying, you're lying. It's like, okay, look, you don't have to believe the information that's being shared. It doesn't matter if you believe it or not. People are sharing information. It's up to other individuals to believe it and then respond to it, react to it, do what they're suggesting, okay? If you don't have Zim dollars, and even if you don't believe that this has happened, even though I showed you articles, I'm about to show you more. Yeah, I'm going to show you that the Zimbabwe dollar is still hot to trot. The hidden things in front of your eyes. This is the second Facebook group that I got. In here we talk about, well, current events as well as things that you might call a conspiracy, like 9/11 false flag events and other things like that. So let's get past that. Let's get into the Zimbabwe dollar news. Police threaten businesses refusing bond notes. Look, this guy's ass one. He almost looks like he's kicking a soccer ball. You got him. I can see that he's about to launch this guy. You're not going to make it, old man. Because this guy's already well into this kick. And he's about to field goal drop kick you. Whoosh. The threat by police comes at the time when informal traders are rejecting the $1 and $2 coins, $2 and $5 bond notes. Businesses started rejecting the lower denominations as soon as the central bank introduced the 10 and 20 notes. On the onset of the lockdown, government reintroduced the U.S. dollars as illegal tender due to the government's inconsistency. Retailers are now preferring the U.S. dollars, which is more stable than the local currency banknotes. In a statement, the National Zimbabwe Republic Police spokesperson urged the public to report people who are not accepting the local currency. So see, they're trying to get the dollars going. The Zimbabwe Republic Police has noted with concern that some of the business people, especially informal traders, are refusing to accept the local currency coins. The Zimbabwe Bank, or the Reserve Bank of Zimbabwe, last week issued a statement declaring the banknotes are still legal tender. Still legal tender. Okay, because at one time they told the world they were no longer any good, and then all of a sudden magically they came back and said they're good. So if you go over to Zimbabwe and people refuse the notes, this is what can happen to you. Banknotes chaos. Miller threatens not to supply businesses rejecting banknotes. So you see, the banknotes are being used all over again. And so people are asking me about them. I said, look, there are a lot of different versions of the Zimbabwe dollars. The one I can tell you that is on the Forex right now is the ZW out dollars. Then I found out there was different series of these dollars. Then I was told by those people who swapped them that you could take the series that's not good and they will allow you to swap straight across for the series that is good, and then you can turn around and exchange it for your local country's currency. So go do that, you guys. You're not going to know until you go find. I know some of you guys are going crazy. What to do? I don't know because I don't own Zimbabwe dollars. I just want to bring the news to you because it's important. I want you guys to, if you figure it out, I want you guys to benefit from it, man. Go out there. I'm just forwarding the news. I'm happy to find out that people in my group have benefited somehow from the Zimbabwe dollars. Whether people believe it or not, I don't care. I love hearing great stories. It makes me happy to learn that people somehow, some way, were able to benefit from one type of investment we've all talked about. One of them is the Zimbabwe dollars. So it's not like it's a lie. It's not like it's faked. I showed you guys the news articles coming out of Zimbabwe that they indeed put the currency on the Forex. It is being exchanged. There are people claiming to have been able to swap that currency out. And in the group, they've been able to teach and show people what they've done. All right, just try what they're talking about. But if you can't figure that out, go to your bank and ask them. Go to your bank and ask them what you need to do. I want you to be able to benefit from it. I really do. And what happens is I hope you guys learn how to do it. As each of you learn in each of your countries what you need to do to swap out your currencies, just like other people are doing, come into our group and explain to them. Share the information. Share the knowledge. You might make the difference in somebody's life. It might be a small difference, but it's still a difference. There's a lot of people who don't know what to do. Now, when it comes to Iraqi dinar and the Vietnam dong, when those rate changes happen, I will give you details on what you need because I'm invested in those particular currencies, which means I'm going to find out what I need to do to exchange these currencies and make sure that I get what I'm supposed to get. Since I will have that knowledge, I will then share it with you. Anyways, I just wanted to share one of the posts that was in the group. This person was able to reach out to HSBC and say, hey, what do we do with the Zim dollar? And they're saying they can't help you that way, but you should go into your local branch. So for those of you who have an HSBC around you, go to them, find out what you need to do, show them. Do what you need to do to learn more. Reach out to the group. Post a note. Ask people. Don't get me wrong. There's some assholes out there. There are. All right? But you are going to get a large amount of people that are very informative and will help you get through that. Okay? I want to hear good stories in there, man. I want to hear that people's lives were changed for the better because of something that simple. For the record, that's just the first currency. The other ones are short to follow. When the Iraqi dinar hits, this Facebook group is going to light up like the 4th of July. All right, you guys hit the thumbs up button if you like the video. And if you haven't already, please subscribe because when you do, it surely does help out the channel. And when you help out the channel, I surely do appreciate it. All right, I'll catch you later. Bye.